Welcome back to my channel, Timekeepers. Now it looks as though they are scrutinizing some of the Diddy cases and they're coming up with inconsistencies in those too. Uh, let's take a look. Thank you for stopping by the My Reader Minutes. For those that are new here, welcome. To all who have subscribed, thank you for joining me on my journey. I wanted to come here just for a few minutes. I happened to be online. I was in a comfortable position on my sofa watching TV and was scrolling through, and this popped up. Do y'all remember the guy that came out recently about Diddy? He was a security guard or something like that. Well, the Hollywood Reporter is stating that his story has some major inconsistencies. Let's take a look. Let me share my screen. All right, so the Hollywood Reporter, it says the interview with man accusing Diddy of white party assaults is riddled with major inconsistencies. The year that a man gigging as security personnel encountered the embattled rap mogul changed in his sit down with CNN, as did whether or not he ever married. I don't even know what that even means, y'all. Okay, so it says the veracity of a former security guard's allegations of being rugged and arred by Sean Diddy Combs nearly 20 years ago is being called into question after discrepancies emerged between the basic facts in his legal filing on the matter and his account in a television interview about the alleged encounter. On Tuesday, John Doe, who was remaining anonymous in court and to the public to retain his privacy while discussing the alleged assault, sat with CNN to explain how the alleged attack in the mid-aughts at one of Combs' legendary white parties events cost him his job, ended his marriage, and left him with a lifelong sense of shame. However, when comparing his account of the alleged assault to the news network to the legal complaint filed earlier this year, two major inconsistencies stick out. The year it alleged it occurred, and whether or not he had a wife that he divorced after suffering trauma from the assault he describes, or if he was ever been married. Now that makes sense now that I was reading the top, because it didn't make any sense. But why would that even matter, though? I understand the year. That's a big one. But whether he was married or not wouldn't. Why does that matter? Oh, because he's alleging that it ruined his marriage, too. Okay. Details of his account submitted in a legal complaint in the Southern District of New York on October 14th also track with what other alleged victims of Combs have claimed the rapper did in a separate legal filing. In particular, the details he shared are similar to the accounts described in the bombshell legal filing. Now, you know what I'm about to say now. I noticed that all of these filings kind of have the same makeup. You know, Diddy did this, Diddy did that, Diddy did this, and it's all following a theme. So I'm just a regular nobody, and I have ways to pull up court filings. It's because it's public. They're public. Um, they're available to the public, right? So anybody can read a bunch of stuff that's been filed already and say, okay, yeah, I could, say this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and twist it a little bit to make it their own. What's stopping people from doing that? So that leads to my next question. How are these filings or complaints being vetted? Or how are these people being vetted before a filing even goes in? Because this is a waste of the court's time. It's a waste of money or what have you. But it just seems like it's got to be a better way to vet these complaints. Like, you need to come with proof. Now, granted, if things happen, um, if things happened 20 some years ago, there should be some type of evidence that you and the whoever you're accusing, your accuser, have to be in the same place at the same time. There's got to be proof of that. Not just because you saw that your accuser was there. You have to prove that you were there too. Not just because you said you were there. You should have to have some type of proof, a picture or something that puts you in the location of the same place. You know what I mean? For instance, and I don't mean to dwell on the person that was 13 years old and talk about she went to an after party. They got all these pictures of these celebrities being at the after party. How do we know you were there? I could say I went to this after party too, right? But I don't have to show a picture. I could say the same thing. But how do we know you were there? Where's the limo driver that you talked to? Can we find who that was at that particular time? Somebody's going to have to corroborate that you were in the same place as your accuser. That's all I'm saying. Because if that's the case, nobody's safe. Anybody can go and file anything on you and say you did something, right? It's really sad how people can be. But anyway, when it's about a dollar amount, people will do anything. Okay, so in particular, the details he shared are similar to the accounts described in the bombshell legal filing from Diddy's ex-collaborator, producer, Rodney Little Rod Johnson. That case led to a still roaring explosion of chatter about Combs' behavior and the filing of dozens of additional lawsuits against the rap mogul. The full gravity of it lives with me to this day. It affects every single thing you do for the rest of your life, he told CNN regarding the alleged attack in an on-camera interview with his face obscured in shadow and his voice altered. In his October 14th legal filing, Doe claimed to have encountered the rap star while working as security at the mogul's annual white party event in 2007 at his East Hampton estate. Speaking with CNN this week, he said that the rapper was incredibly friendly, very gracious, as the two chatted that day. Combs offered him 2 drinks. He said in his filing that he believed would contain alcohol, but now thinks contain the nervous system depressant GHB and the drug ecstasy. So let me ask you this. And not to say that he couldn't have offered him 2 drinks, but if you are there doing security, why would he offer you, and you're on duty at the party, why would Combs offer you drinks? You're supposed to be doing a job. And I don't have him, with all of the other people that may have been at the party, I don't have him wanting to party with the security guard. That's just my initial thought. I'm just saying. Right? I'm just saying. Lips a little dry. There's people that he invited that he wanted to get down with. There's females there or what have you. But you're going to give your drink to the security guard? Because you want to party with the security guard? Yeah, okay. The suit claims that the Doe felt woozy after the first drink and was incapacitated by the second. At that point, Combs, who Doe told CNN, was waiting in the wings and observing him. Very concerned, and then pushed him into an empty vehicle. where he tells the court that Combs held him down and sodomized him as he pleaded for help. I don't believe this. Doe revealed this week that a second celebrity was present during the attack and was amused by Combs' alleged assault of him. I was screaming, he recalled. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful, and he was acting like it was nothing, and he seemed to be disconnected from it, but it was abusive beyond belief. Doe then struggled to leave the event, he said. When he went to his supervisor at the security firm, he said that his account of the alleged attack was brushed off, and after that, he was never asked to work security at that firm again. After that, he didn't talk to me again. He cut me out of everything, he said. I was totally blacklisted after that. I had to find a different field. Since that day, Doe claims in the civil suit he filed, he has struggled with emotional pain and mental health issues that led to the end of his marriage. The trauma he suffered after the incident has overwhelmed his personal relationships, he says. In the complaint against Combs, which was one of the many following the mogul's out-of-court settlement of a civil case with his ex, Cassie Ventura, it stated that plaintiff had experienced a significant impact on his personal life. He has never married and often struggles to maintain relationships due to the assault. Doe is seeking compensatory and punitive damages. The discrepancies in what was said in the CNN interview and in the legal filing have led to some serious questions about Doe's credibility. Foremost, the civil suit filed in October claims that the incident took place in 2006, but there was no white party held at the Diddy's East Hampton place that year. The 2006 annual summer event was in Saint-Tropez in France. It reportedly took CNN pointing this out to Doe's attorney for them to amend the complaint. So the correct year is on their document, according to the court reviewed. Okay. The amended complaint submitted December 10th has also removed a factual allegation that read, plaintiff has experienced a significant impact on his personal life. He has never married and often struggles to maintain relationships due to the assault. It has been replaced with a number allegation that reads, plaintiff has experienced a significant impact on his personal life. He was married at the time and was too ashamed to tell his wife after suffering through the assault. I don't know. It's just a lot, y'all. I feel like people are out for a quick money grab. We had Lamisha. Now we have the 13-year-old who's supposedly now 38, who's autistic and talks like she may be autistic, and has a lot of inconsistencies in her story. Now we have this, but I think we already know or knew that there were going to be some people in there mixed in with the real victims. But what's going to happen, they're going to have to vet these really, really good. And the reason why I say that is because those that truly have been harmed in any way, emotionally, physically, what have you, by Diddy, are going to be also looked at with the side eye. And we don't want our real victims. We want justice for our real victims. You know what I mean? I don't believe that all of these people are telling the truth. Mental health is real. And it's a lot of people out here that's got mental issues, that are just struggling financially to see if they can get a come up. So let me jump on the bandwagon and see if I can get a couple dollars. It's really terrible. And I can just say, because P. Diddy had numerous parties, does he know everybody that was there? No. But I don't think that he was R-ing everybody either. I personally don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe if he had any type of physical intimacy with anybody. It was the people that he paid to come. He was doing that. So why would he need to, if he's got people coming in that he's paying to be a part of his kinkapades, why he gonna give the security guard 2 drinks at a party, at a white party where there's multiple people there? But he want to party with the security guard? Does that make sense? I'm just trying to make sense to me. Y'all help me out. I don't believe it. And if it is true, I will be the first one to come back to my platform and apologize. But I don't believe this at this particular time. And he can come back and refile and say all kinds of stuff. Doesn't change the fact that I don't believe it. I don't believe that Diddy was trying to party with the security guard. Diddy comes across as very snobbish. He ain't just partying with any old body. Okay? When you're in the room with people like that, with egos like that, he wants the security guard. Nothing demeaning about being a security guard. I'm just talking about the caliber of people that he was securing. They ain't partying with you like that. Not unless you've been a part of their entourage for some time and you are considered one of the boys type thing. Maybe he would party with you. But you just filling in for a firm that's offering security. Had any other security guards ever complained about that? And with that being said, I know that his son Christian Combs got a little out of hand on their yacht, right? And he was liking one of the staffers on the yacht, right? And she has filed allegations against Christian Combs, Diddy's son. But in all those times that Diddy has been on a yacht party and been renting, has he ever went after any of the staff? Let's just think about that. It's not, you know, I'm just saying, nobody as a part of the staff has said anything. I don't think Diddy deals with the help like that. That's just my personal opinion. I could be totally wrong. Now, if it was a young girl, part of staff, Christian was attracted to her. He got a little above himself. Alcohol was a factor. You know, I can see him making a dumb mistake like that as well. You know, just being young and dumb. But we haven't heard, at least it hasn't been shared with us, that Diddy has ever gone after anybody that's worked for him. If I'm wrong, please leave it in the comments and refresh my memory because I don't remember that ever coming into play. Now, if you want to consider Little Rod to be one of those people, then I'm not going to include Little Rod because, yeah, Little Rod did work for him, but he was a part of the industry. Like I said, if you were part of the entourage, which Little Rod was because he traveled with them everywhere, then that's something different. Somebody, you know, doing a party because the firm is supplying the security and this is your first time being in the vicinity of something like that, he ain't partying with you like that. He felt comfortable with Little Rod because Little Rod was a part of the industry. They were in the studio together. They spent long hours together. They would eat together, you know. So then he said, well, that's my buddy. He was with them. He took him on trips with him and everything. So I could see him hanging with him like that. But that's it. But that's the reason why. He ain't doing that with a security guard. Just saying. Even in Little Rod's filing, security was there, but they would just say, you know, your food is up here, your food, you know. He ain't saying nothing about the security being involved in any of that. Just saying. My observation, my opinion. And just want to say that everything on this channel is alleged, and in my opinion, done for entertainment purposes only. Put that on there. So I'm not going to read the rest of this because it's really not much more to it, but I really feel like they need to start vetting these filings. Jay-Z has shown us that he's all about business. And what you're not going to do is come mess up what he got going on. Unless you come with full proof, you're not going to mess up what he has going on. Which leads me to another thing that I want to talk about Jay-Z. If by chance he has children out there that are claiming that he's the daddy, just take the DNA test. If they're not yours, there's nothing you need to worry about. Just take the test. And if they are, apologize. Say I was young. I'm sorry I wasn't around. Break him off a piece, something, and he'll go on about his business. So, just a thought. Just take the test. Because you don't need him out here muddying up your name as a deadbeat. Because everybody's saying, oh, he looks just like him. And there's some resemblance there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the daddy. She could have liked a certain type. You know what I mean? And but he is kind of really looks like him. But I'm just saying, when people have a type, the looks could be similar. That's all I'm saying. Just saying. Anyway, before you leave the building, please like my channel. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, like, share. And until next time, everyone be blessed. Peace.